So welcome back. So what we are missing in this portlet is some validation. In fact, if we try to add a job without specifying any property, as you can see here, the job is created anyway. But for example, you can enforce some rules, like for example that the title and executable should not be empty. At that purpose, as we said in the first section of this lesson, we said that a UI provides some system to add easily some validation rules. For example, we want that the title should be required. So what we need to do is just take this tag and put into the form field we need to require. So we switch to the view.jsp where we have the form, and we go to the title field, and inside the title field we just add UI validator required. Same thing for the executable, we just copy and paste it here. So let's see what happens. What happens is that copy and paste is always a bad things. No, it's good things, but sometimes from slide is not good. The problem is the double commas here. Alright, now it works fine. Let's go back and reload this job management form. Now you just see here that required appear here. So if you try to add, it say this field is required. So you can just say test3. If you try, you get also this message test3 bin test3. Okay, so this works fine. The second thing that we want to add to this portlet is the capability to manage labels in different languages. So, for example, if we want to change the label title, description, type, and executable in different languages, we can implement the features called internationalization. We have seen this in the first section of this lesson, and we have seen that we need to create a content folder, and under this content folder create several files, one per each country that we want to support. And the content of these files is just key value pairs of the name of the key and its translation. So let's do that. We go to our job management portlet, and we go under SRC, and we create this folder, new folder, and we call content. And under this folder we start to create some language files. Allora, we create the language properties. This is the default one, and it will contain the translation for language that are not explicitly supported. Let's say title and description and executable, and what else we should translate, type. Alright, let's copy and paste this in the next translation file. For example, language underscore IT properties, and translate this in Italian. Titolo, descrizione, seguibile, for example, percorso completo, and tipo Here let's put full path, that means, and let's create a new file for Spanish. And its título, descripción, I think is exeguibile in Spanish, and tipo. Alright, so this is not enough. Let's change the language to check it. There is a portlet called language that I already added here. Language. You cannot see it because it's already here, but let me. I'm Italian actually. That's why I cannot find it. Let's switch in English, and the portlet is language. Yes, it is. You cannot essentiate it because it's already used in this page, but this would easily switch from one language to another. So I'm in English, now I switch in Italian, but as you can see, nothing is going on here. That's because in our code, in our view code, we are coded the label. See, we need to remove this and allow that the mapping is done with the name attribute. So let's take away the label from the fields that we have translated, and the other one was type. But this doesn't work anyway, because we need to add an extra tag into portlet.xml. The tag is this resource content language here. So we save it, we redeploy the portlet, to be sure that it's there. So here we need to be sure that these are removed. Now reload the page. Okay, we are in English, Great Britain, and we got the English translation, as you can see. But if we switch to Italian, we got titolo, descrizione, tipo, eseguibile. Or if we go in Spanish, español, all right, we got this in the Spanish language. So that's nice, and it works fine. Very well. So we have added the internationalization, the validation rules. We have added the capability to add jobs, to delete jobs. The only thing that is missing is the edit job. Sorry. So now we will assign you this as assignment. So we give you some indication in the text. So please try to implement the edits. See you in the instruction for the assignment. Bye.